Hey,
Hello.
hey, okay, so, yeah, Jeffrey. So, what you hear, introduction. We are getting ready to take the GMC over to a mechanic who's going to look at the brakes and get new tires and fix that and all of that. I'm trying to figure out how to, okay. When we got here, we tried to start the GMC and nothing, absolutely nothing, no clicks, no nothing. It was just dead. And one of the things about what we have been doing and what we suggest you do, if you decide to buy one of these, obsessively read about this. The manual, the maintenance manual and the operating manual are online. We happen to have a maintenance manual, yay. And one of the things that's really cool about these vehicles is that you can, it'll, like, how did you call it, self-heal?
Yeah, it has backup systems for backup systems, so like the engine wouldn't even turn over, so we have a dead battery. We know that already. We do have fuel, so we're not worried about that. But we do have a dead battery, so what do you do when you have a dead battery? Well, you put it to boot off of the house battery, which is the backup battery. So we put it on, backup boost. Well, still nothing, which means now the house battery is down. So normally you go, oh crap, I've got two batteries that are dead. Well, what do you do now? Well, you fire up that old Onan the Barbarian generator you got in the back, and you get to sit for half an hour while it charges your batteries back up, and hopefully at the end of that we will turn over the ignition and be able to get it running. And in the meantime, just going to be looking for stuff that we may have left on that would explain why the battery's dead, but we might not find anything because we did check everything when we left and everything seemed to be turned off. So
I think that one thing I recall was, and if you look, I don't know if it's going to be the photos that Chris has. We'll have to put those available on an easily available website, or the actual sale posting for the vehicle, but he would have something hooked up to the battery to keep it charged, and that was some.
It was a battery charger.
Yeah, so we have that we have to look at, and trust us. It's not like we didn't know we weren't going to have problems. So we're just documenting this. This is just something. Hey, okay, so we learned about how to go all the way down to the generator in order to get this started, so in the manuals, and so now we actually get to put that into practice. And I would just like to make a note that I like how you said to boot off the battery. That's such a computer term. Anyway, I guess while we're waiting, I'll show you real quick. All right, you're gonna get dizzy here. I'm spinning this around. So here's the cockpit, and it's fairly decent shape, especially considering how old it is. There's no cracks that I see. It will, of course, need to be redone. Here's the seats. And it's in awesome shape. All right, turn back around. One of the things we did notice, I started to pull out see, I'm stepping on something here. I started to pull off the, we think that's like something when it was, that came from when they did the remodel about 10 years ago. So there's some rot here that we're going to have to take care of. And in fact, I don't know if you can see this. You can see right here where they were doing some caulking to try and stop a leak. I think it's a common thing.
Yeah, we did have our first rain this week, and we do know that there is some leaking going on. And up here in the cockpit, there's where the cockpit joins the body, we believe there's some leaking going on there. And then towards the back in the bedroom area, there is a vent that they had installed, and we think that it's leaking from there as well. The city of Richardson doesn't allow us to really do much in terms of our RVs. In terms of keeping it on our property, it has to be on inside your fence and everything like that. And it makes it a little difficult to do work on your own. But we're going to be looking at getting that fixed up right once we can get this thing on the road and roadworthy.
So here's the kitchen area. We brought some, while we were waiting for the generator, because in order to start the vehicle using the generator, you have to let the generator run for about a half an hour. So we're going to be picking up some of this, you know, stuff, this trash here. And here's the pod. And apparently something was stripped either on the pod or the roof of the vehicle, which could explain some of the dripping. Which is, at least we have a pod, right? And at least we have that. We can, you know, fix up what it is that we need to fix up. One thing that I was actually kind of hoping for were these bucket seats would be the original seats, and they're not. And you could tell because of the back, they got it off of something. Who knows what. All right, I'm going to move this and then try and video the back. So hold up.
Stop.
Yeah. All right. So it came with the refrigerator that we are just gonna throw away. So that's where the refrigerator would go. Came with a stove that we are also just gonna throw away. Here, let's see. Yeah,
It's the original stove.
It's the original stove, but I don't know. It would take a lot of cleaning. Maybe just be worth it to just get a new one. We actually want to eventually put in an induction stove. Some nice cabinetry. I mean, the interior is in excellent shape. You know, considering how old this vehicle is. Now we go back to the hallway, and this is actually, so it turns out that this does not have a permanent bed. It's not a floor plan with a permanent bed. It's one that had, what do you call it? A dinette that converts into a bed. So you can see, by the way, this thing had been here for so long, it got stuck that it didn't even fall when Chris drove it out of the property back to where we have it. Here's some more storage. Oh, there's some documentation of sorts. I'll check that out in a minute. You can tell that the previous owner was trying to put some sort of, I guess, like storage ledge, and apparently this is a thing where people put a frame so that you can put shades and you just hide the hardware behind that. You know, it was a valiant effort, but that's going to be ripped out. And we have light here. I really love this big, huge window. Well, all three of these windows. Here's the okay, so now we're going, this is the restroom. Typical GMC motorhome restroom. And as I was looking at this one other time, noticed some, oh, I hit it. There's a urinal back there. It's like, ew, gross. But, hey, complimentary toilet paper. It's still in good shape, you know, we just need to get that cleaned up. All right, let's see if I can close this. There we go. And one last harrowing thing. So here's the closet, here's the wardrobe. It's a nice closet. It's nice and roomy, spacious.
And it'll probably go away.
And it'll probably go away when we get all of this. Oh, I just noticed the mirror has a crack. That's not on us, because you can tell they tried to fix it with the, but anyway. So, something that, and then you have your drawers. I'm not going to try and open that top part. Oh, well, microwave, which will probably get thrown away, but anyway. Drawers. Down there at the bottom, that's all the electricals, the breaker box. One thing I noticed, they added this aftermarket inverter. Anyway, and then here's where the vacuum, the indoor vacuum system is supposed to be, but it has been removed. So this will be pantry space, and then once we get the whole place, just completely redone, it'll go away. I have no idea what these are for. These actually don't look like what the manual has. When I was looking at the manual online. So I'll find out. And the door. Hey, one last shot of the dude. All right, this is it. We're going to be cleaning up while it recharges, and then see if we can get this over to the mechanics today. We have to be there by 2.
We got 48 minutes to get there.
Yeah, 48 minutes to get there, and we'll see if this happens. Anyway,
my
later.
money is it won't.
Okay. Bye. So, we removed as we're cleaning up, we removed the cushions, and I just wanted to show. I'm not exactly sure how this whole thing works here, but here. Put this down for a second. These are just 2 pieces of wood, 3 pieces of wood, which is like, I guess you do what you gotta do. And let's see what's in here. Our water tank. This whole thing will have to be replaced. I don't know how old this is, if it's ever been replaced, but we're not going to want to drink water out of that. Water pump. Let's see. Should have brought my other camera to take a photo of this. Oh, I could take a photo with this camera. I'm such a dork. Anyway, so now that we get in here, here's some more storage, or not. Maybe not. Anyway, now that we actually get to stand here in this area, we get to see that. I'm not sure what this on-off button is for. Look in the manual, there's the thermostat.
All right, so we are now about ready to see if we can turn this thing over. Good luck.
Nothing. There's nothing going on with this thing. Do we have to have it on bat boost? There's a light there.
You can try.
No, nothing.
Wonder if it's the keys.
Do you have the original?
I don't have the original with me. I have my set of them.
Need to bring the originals next time.
Yeah, well.
So obviously we're not going to get it to the...
Yeah, probably not going to get there today. Might have to pick up another battery. We'll see. Gonna try the original keys too.
Yeah, when I made these, I didn't try this. No. Nothing. And this was down. We don't know what the switch is for. It's like they added that.
Yeah, we asked the previous owner's son, and he said he thinks it's the fog lights or the go fast switch.
In modern terminology, boost or turbo. But this does not have any turbo mode right now.
Yeah, this is Cincinnati turbo. We were traveling through Cincinnati one time, and your current speed signs would literally say you're going 0 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It took us like 4 hours to get from Kentucky to the Ohio side. It was crazy.
Well, I shouldn't have to pump the gas, right?
No. Not any more than we have. Yeah, we'll get the original key and give it a shot.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to owning a GMC motorhome.
Womp womp.